You've been working hard to pay off your debt, and somehow it still feels like you're going nowhere. That's not a motivation problem. That's a sequence problem. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Most people approach debt with one of two strategies: avalanche or snowball. And honestly, both of them work pretty well. But before you ever get which debt to pay off first, there's a more important question nobody is asking. And that's, should you even be aggressively paying this debt off at all? Some debt you should attack. Some debt you should do minimum payments on and forget. And some of the debt that you're actually paying off right now is costing you more money the longer you stay focused on it. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 4 category debt sorting system so you can stop throwing away money at the wrong thing and start actually winning with making payments. After 10 years of studying how people get out of debt, the pattern I see most is people working really hard in the wrong direction. This video is about to fix that. Have you ever paid down a credit card, felt good about it, and then had an emergency that put you right back where you started? What if the order you're paying your debts isn't just inefficient? What if it's actually keeping you stuck in a cycle? And here's the one thing that really gets people. What if some of that you've been most stressed about is actually the least urgent thing you should be focusing on right now? Let's start with what everyone else is teaching you: the avalanche method. Pay highest interest rate first. Mathematically optimal and saves the most money over time. Snowball method. Pay smallest balance first, psychologically rewarding, and helps build momentum. Both of these are real strategies, and both have worked for real people. If you're already using one of them consistently, keep going. But here's what both strategies assume: that you should be aggressively paying all of your debt right now. And that assumption is wrong for a lot of people, especially if you have no emergency fund, no buffer, and you're living paycheck to paycheck. Here's what actually happens: you get motivated, you pick a debt, you throw $400 of extra cash at it, 3 months. You feel great, then the car breaks down, or the medical bill starts to stack up, or you have to cover something unexpectedly, and you have no float, no buffer, nothing. So you put it on the credit card. You just start paying it down. You're back to zero. Now you feel worse than before you even started because you worked hard and it ended up in the same place. This is called the debt cycle. And it's not caused by bad spending, it's caused by paying debt aggressively before your financial foundation is stable. Rule number 1: before you attack any debt aggressively, you need $1,000 and a buffer account minimum. The $1,000 is not an emergency fund, it's a firewall. Its job is to make sure a small unexpected expense doesn't undo 3 months of progress. Without it, you're paying down debt with a hole in the boat. So make sure to get it. You'll keep bailing and keep sinking at the same time if you don't. Once your $1,000 firewall is in place, here's how to think about all your debt. Not avalanche, not snowball, but let's break them down into categories. There are 4 types of debt, and each one gets different instructions. Category 1: emergency debt. Interest rate above 15%. Credit cards, payday loans, and high APR personal loans, these are actively destroying your wealth right now. This is what you attack first, and sure, somewhat aggressively. Category 2: drag debt. Interest rates between 7% and 15%. Some personal loans, some car loans, some older student loans, these are slowing you down but not destroying you. You pay these on a schedule with small extra payments when you can. Category 3: neutral debt. Interest rate between 3% and 7%. Most federal student loans, some mortgages, some low APR car loans, you pay this at the minimum. You do not obsess over this. Your money does more work being invested than being thrown at 4% debt or 4% and below. Category 4: strategic debt. interest rate under 3%, or debt attached to a growing asset. Some mortgages, some business loans, you pay the minimum on these. You let inflation work for you. This debt costs you almost nothing in real terms. Here's where most people get this wrong. They treat all debt the same. I see people with $15,000 in credit card debt at a 24% APR, that's category 1, attack immediately, and $8,000 in federal student loans at 4%, that category 3 minimum payment only, and they split their extra $300 a month evenly between both. That's not a strategy. That's just paying down numbers without understanding which numbers actually matter. Putting an extra $150 towards the 4% student loan gives you maybe $6 a month in interest. Putting that same $150 towards a 24% credit card saves you $30 a month. Same $150, 5 times the impact. Rule number 2, sort before you attack. The category tells you the priority. Category 1, attack. Category 2, steady extra. Category 3, minimum only. And category 4, minimum only and let it ride. Write your debts down right now. Go ahead. Put each one of these in a category. Most people have never done this, and it immediately makes the path so much clearer. One thing that makes sorting and tracking this way a lot easier for me is a product called YNAB. It shows you all your balances in one place, lets you label them, and show you exactly how much interest each one is costing you per month. Instead of guessing, you're looking at real numbers. The link is below if you want to check it out. Let's run some real math on this, because I want you to feel this, not just hear it. Let's say you have 2 debts. Credit card, the balance is $5,000, 22% APR. Student loan, 12% balance at 5% APR. You have $500 extra per month to throw at a debt. Where does it go? Most people feel like the student loan is the bigger deal because the balance is higher. $12,000 feels heavier than the $5,000. But here's what the numbers say. That credit card at 22% is costing you about $91 a month in interest right now. Every month you don't attack it, you're paying $91 just to stay in place. Not paying off the card, just paying to own the debt. The student loan at 5% is costing you $50 a month, less than half. Same $500 a month. One strategy costs you $1,260 more and takes twice as long to get free of your most dangerous debt. That $1,260 isn't just gone. It's $1,260 you could have put towards your build account. At an 8% average index fund growth over 10 years, that's over $2,700 from one decision. The balance doesn't tell you the priority. The interest rate does. A $12,000 loan at 5% is less urgent than a $3,000 credit card at 24%. Always, no exceptions. Stop letting the big numbers intimidate you. Look at what's costing you per month, really. That's your real enemy. So let's pull this all together into a sequence. You can start this week. This is the order. Write this down, okay? Step 1, get your $1,000 firewall in place first. Do not skip this. This is what stops you from going backwards. Step 2, list every debt you have. Write the balance, write the interest rate, and what category, 1 through 4. Step 3, put all category 1 debts in order by interest rates, highest first. These get your attack dollars. Step 4, minimum pay everything else. Category 2, 3, and 4, every extra dollar goes to category 1, highest rate first. Step 5, when category 1 debt hits 0, redirect that payment to the next category. Keep the momentum. The hardest part of this isn't the math. It's the psychology. Your student loan feels bigger because the number is bigger. Your car payment feels more urgent because missing it has immediate consequences. Your credit card feels manageable because you can make the minimum payment every month. None of those feelings match the actual math. The goal of having a clear sequence is to give you something more reliable to follow than feelings alone. Because feelings about money, especially for those of us who grew up watching our family stress about it, are not always pointing us in the right direction. Rule number 4, follow the sequence, not the feeling. The sequence is based on interest rates and categories. The feeling is based on anxiety and history. One of those builds wealth, the other keeps you stuck. Trust the system. Simple systems prosper. What happens when the debt is gone? I want to spend 2 minutes on this because most debt payoff content stops at get out of debt and never tells you what to do the moment you're free. Because here's the trap. People pay off their category 1 debt, feel incredible, and then slowly rebuild it. Not on purpose, but because the habits and systems that created it are still there. The paycheck system we talked about in the last video is what prevents that. When you have a float account and build account, your money already has a destination before it can be accidentally spent. And here's what becomes possible. Once category 1 is gone, the $400 a month we were putting toward credit card payments, that's now freed. If you redirected that to your build account and invested at an average 8% return in 10 years, that's over $70,000. Not from earning more, not from a side hustle, just from redirecting money that was being eaten by interest into compounding instead. That right there, guys, is the real reason to get out of debt fast. Not because debt is shameful, not because Dave Ramsey says so, because every dollar that goes to interest is a dollar that can't compound. And compounding is the only truly unfair advantage available to absolutely everyone, regardless of income, background, or what your parents taught you. Here's where I want you to start today. Please, one thing, write down every debt you have, balance and interest rate. That's it, just the list. Once you have the list, sort them into categories. Once you have the categories, you have your sequence. And once you have your sequence, you're no longer just paying bills. You're finally executing a plan. The difference between those two things is everything. And when category 1 is gone, and when you're ready to put that freed up money to work, that's the next video. I'll show you exactly where it goes and what it does.